Welcome, my Rotarians, to this, my first podcast. Firstly, I offer my sincere apologies to those of you whose first language is Welsh. This podcast will be in English only. Some of you will know that I never had the opportunity and was never taught Welsh in school whilst growing up, and therefore find myself at a disadvantage. I will, however, have this translated into Welsh and placed as an electronic copy issued out with the District Secretary's newsletter. This is going to be the way of communicating with you over the coming months. The podcast will replace the DG newsletter, but I will still send the Welsh version out as normal. So it is time for a new approach to reach out via another means. I hope that you will find my podcasts interesting and refreshing. I hope too that the secretaries are able to show this podcast at club meetings so that all members get a chance to see and hear what I have to say. There is a lot that I could speak to you about today, but this, my first podcast, I have had to prioritize and keep it short but relevant. Firstly, I want to thank you all for voting me in as your district governor for 2022-2023. It is a privilege and a pleasure to serve you and represent you all at RI and RGBNI level. Now, I will be delighted to come and visit you and your clubs on and by invitation only, as I do not intend to impose myself on clubs. This, I feel, is an old tradition that you can do without. So please, if you would like me to join you for fellowship and fun, invite me to join you at an event or a function to suit you and all of your members. Now, I'm duty bound to speak to you about the restructuring of RGBNI that has taken place over the past 2 years or so. I won't bore you with a long, detailed explanation of what has gone on via Zoom in the main, but many Zoom meetings have taken place, many thousands of words have been spoken, and many hundreds more written down. However, the long and the short of this is that RGBNI have identified the overriding imperative to the sustainability of the organization is membership. But without new members, there will be insufficient funds to run the organization. Whilst it is great to see that membership in Asia has grown by 26% in the last 10 years, membership in the UK has declined by 30%, making us the worst region in the world. In 2015, there were just under 48,000. By 2021, this number had reduced by almost 9,000. We are now below 38,000 members, and nearly 13,000 are between 70 to 79, and 6,000 over 80 years of age. So that's approximately 50% of RGBNI membership is in the range of between 70 and 80. The current state of membership in RGBNI is in effect in crisis, and change is needed to address the problem. In our district, we have approximately 1,229 members out of a population of 2.4 million. The figures speak for themselves, and we're all duty bound to do our very best to prevent and to stop this downward trajectory in membership. To this end, and to try and reverse this trend, we have a trial project currently underway, led by Rotarian Julian Pratt and supported by Rotarian past District Governor Peter Hamilton. This is with a company called InSynch. Now they are focusing on targeting potential members via Facebook from various towns and locations where we think there is a target audience. I will let Julian explain more about this in due course. Needless to say, it has my full support and it is proven to be successful. I would therefore urge you all to support this initiative and to get behind it for the good of us all and the survival of our district. Excuse me. I would now like to speak to you about my Rotary journey and what my personal views and thoughts are. Someone once said that I was in an exalted position. Well, being only one of 25 district governors in the UK, one could think that, but this simply isn't true. His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh once said, the significance of Rotary is that it has become one of the most active and effective lay forces on the side of righteousness, cooperation, and goodwill. The significance of this is that Rotary needs you. You are the foundation, the pillars that support the organization. You are its strength and its vitality. It is you all of you, who are in the exalted position. You are what makes Rotary what it is today. You give Rotary your time and energy that makes up part of your life. It is therefore so important that you enjoy Rotary, that you enjoy doing what you do in support of Rotary. Your happiness is fundamental to the organization, for without enjoying what you do, you create negativity. Negativity is bad for your health and well-being, and it's also bad for the health of the organization. I take great pride in what you do as an individual and as a collective group of wonderful, compassionate people who believe that your work makes a difference in your communities and in the wider world. It is also important to think positively. If you think positively, you'll see opportunities instead of obstacles. Winston Churchill once said, the positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Now, happiness is a positive. We should not revel in our own perceived importance. It is not about me. It is not about you or us. Our motto, service above self, clearly points to all that we try to help and support, no matter what the politics, the environment, the culture. We simply see people in need, and that is what makes you and our organization great. Make no mistake, it is not I who comes here to inspire you, but quite the opposite. It is you who inspires me to do what I do as your representative. I hope I do you proud. It certainly will not be for the lack of trying. So, my dear fellow Rotarians, please remember the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and fellowship? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? In closing, be happy, contented in all that you do. Laugh so that the world laughs with you, and enjoy what you do in Rotary. So that concludes my first podcast. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you all again once I have been invited and I travel around the district. So thank you all once again. Bye for now.